every time I've tried to be what someone else thought of me. So caught up, I was unable to achieve. But deep in my heart, the answer, it wasn't me. I'm my own destiny.
Hey you guys, welcome back to Patty's panel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning supporter, thank you guys so much for coming by the panel. Feet, relax your booty meat, and you stay for a while because we got some things to get into. So today's video will be my everyday makeup routine. You guys, my makeup pretty much stays the same no matter what I'm doing. If I'm going out to the bar, to the club, to the lounge, I'm just hanging out with my friends on a chill day. If I'm going on a date, if I'm going to a wedding, if I'm going up the street, if I'm going down the street, it really doesn't matter. My makeup pretty much stays the same. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do it with a little bit of technique. So you guys, to start off, I love to just get my lips out of the way. To moisturize my lips, I use the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. You guys, I love this stuff. I always get it for a discounted rate at places like TJ Maxx and Ross and Marshalls. So if you like shopping at places like that, you're more than likely gonna be able to find this. While after I do that, I usually go in and I prime my face. You guys, today I'm going to be using this NYX liquid illuminator, and I'm going in with my e.l.f. poreless putty primer. So the liquid illuminator is to just get my face nice and glowy, and the e.l.f. poreless primer is to make my face look nice and flawless and smooth. So I'm gonna go in and do both because I have nails. Oh, let me show you guys my nails. Rawr. They're bones. So if it looks like I bit my nail, I didn't. So mind your business. I go in with the poreless putty primer and I just go like that, and then I just pretty much follow it up the same places I put the liquid illuminator. And that's right here. Primer is intended to keep your makeup staying on for a really long time, keep your canvas nice and smooth, give you easy application. So is it true? I don't know. Yeah. So next up, I'm gonna be doing brows. So depending where I'm going will depend on the product that I use on my brows. So you can use powder, you can use pomade, or you can use a pencil. I do use all three. It just depends on what's going on that day. Because I'm chilling today, nothing much going on, nothing too crazy, I'm going to be using powder and a pencil. Well, I usually use pomade when it's like something special, you know, I'm trying to look good. I'm trying to look good for somebody's son. So because it's not one of those days, I'm just gonna use a pencil and a powder. So to start off, I'm just gonna brush my eyebrows. I'm using this spoolie, and on the other side it's a brush that I'll be using for the powder. And I'm just gonna brush my eyebrows, get them all going in one direction, keep them nice and tamed. And next I'm gonna follow up with the pencil. So you guys, when I'm doing my eyebrows, I like to draw a line here on the bottom just to keep it nice and uniform. I don't get my eyebrows done that often. I'm trying to show you guys. I get them done maybe 2 to 3 times a year. I like to keep them full. I like to keep them bushy. I don't like them to look too uniform or too clean. So I only get them done every now and then. You know, that's just a personal preference, and it makes my job of doing my eyebrows super easy. I do draw this line to clean them up. So I go in, and I hope you guys can see. And I start drawing the line. So I don't start from the very beginning. I start like a little bit like right there, and I just start drawing the line, and I follow the natural line of my eyebrows. I hope you guys can see. follow the natural line of my eyebrows. Whoop. And that's it. And I do the same thing for the top. So yes, it creates a nice definition to the brow. So if you can kind of see it here, my hairs are just doing its thing. Here it creates more definition. Bow, bow, pew. You know what I'm saying? After I draw the line, I like to go in with the powder. So I showed you guys the powder already. I literally just go in, and I like to use both. I just get a little bit, and I fill in the body of my brows with the powder. So I outline them with the pencil, and I fill in the body of my eyebrows with the powder. And I like to be really light-handed. I don't like super dark brows. So I just do that. And you guys, I don't like to do sudden movements with my eyebrows. So I'll do something and I'll brush it with the spoolie brush just to see what's going on. I don't like to do too much with my brows, so I'll do something, I'll brush it just to see what it's looking like, and then I'll go back in and I'll do some more. I'll brush it again, see what it's looking like, try to distribute that product throughout the brow. I'll look at it again, see what else I need, and then I'll go in. That way, you know, I don't go overboard on my brows. I don't use unnecessary product, and I'm able to see, you know, the progress that I'm making. When you just go in and you use too much product at one time, you know, it can start to look a little overboard, and I don't like that look. You see that? So I'm gonna go in and do the same thing to the other brow. While I do that, I just want to talk to you guys. I hope you guys have been doing okay. I hope you guys have been safe during Hurricane Ian. I know Hurricane Ian touched down, and you know, he really did some catastrophic damages to a lot of places. So I hope a lot of you guys are okay. I hope a lot of your family are okay. I know he touched down in the Caribbean and, you know, really did some damage. I know he also did some damage in Florida as well. So if you live there, or if you have family that lives there, you know, I hope everyone is okay. I hope you're okay. And, you know, I'm sending my love and wishes to you all. You know, it sucks when natural disasters come in and do what they do, because you can't stop that. You know, it doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter how much you try to do. Like, you can't stop a storm, right? So, you know, it breaks my heart when there's nothing that can really be done other than prepare and, you know, hope that you did enough and that you withhold the storm, right? Like when people's houses start getting destroyed and businesses start getting destroyed, and you know, I was looking at pictures, people's cars were underwater. It really was breaking my heart to see all of that damage. So, you know, I hope everyone is okay. And on top of that, I want to talk about mental health. You guys, the seasons have changed. We are now officially into fall time. We are officially in spooky season, hence my nails. So I hope you guys are doing okay. You know, the seasons changing always lead to people talking about seasonal depression, and that is a real thing. I do my brows. By now, my primer should be nice and set into my skin. And my choice is gonna be my NARS foundation, you guys. I am in the shade Macao. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm gonna be using this on my face today. Hopefully it's not too dark, cause I'm getting a little pale. Foundation. I like to put a pump or two directly on my hand. I like to go in with my brush so I can control it. I don't like to put it directly on my face because I feel like it's too much going on. So I like to just pat it onto my face, and I like to just work it in from there. So I'm just gonna start working it to my face. So as I was saying, you guys, depression is so real. And I think it's important that we pay attention to the signs of depression. You know, depression is also linked to anxiety. And so, you know, it's very important that you pay attention to just how you are feeling, you know, how you are socially, if you feel like you are isolating, if you feel like you've been spending a lot of time alone, you haven't been talking to people that much. You know, I think it's very important to pay attention to those things, because all of those things are signs of depression. And you know, it also could just be for the season. You know, it's getting cold outside. No one really wants to be outside that much, and that also can just be led to seasonal depression. And you know, you guys, stay on top of your vitamins. Go hang out with your friends. Try to get as much sunlight as you can. The sun kind of seems to be hiding during the winter time, but if you can find some sun, and you know it's during the day, go take a walk. You know, try to get as much sun as you can. Take those vitamins. Hang out with the people that you love. Eat your vegetables. Eat your fruit. All of that will up your mood naturally. And then, you know, do the things that you enjoy. Watch your favorite movie, drink some hot chocolate, eat some brownies. You know, a good balance of the things, right? But make sure that you don't just isolate yourself during this seasonal change. That can also alter your mood. You can just want to be in a bubble. You just want to hibernate. But sometimes it's good to still go outside and interact with the people that you love. So after I go in with foundation, I like to follow that up with concealer. Today's concealer is going to be the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I have trouble sleeping, so I like to go into my under eyes. I really focus it in under my eyes because it looks like I'm a raccoon. I'm literally a raccoon. Like, I don't sleep. My bags are crazy, and I do not like that look. Concealer to dry and get tacky a little bit so I can get full maximum coverage. Please take care of your mental health. It is so important. There is so many things happening in the world. Now that my concealer has set for a little bit, I'm gonna go in with my brush and just work it in. So yeah, me naturally, my mood has been up and down. I feel like the seasons changing has already kind of had an impact on me. I'm not gonna sit here and say I have seasonal depression. I don't want to speak that over my life. However, I do notice my mood sometimes go up and down, and that's year round. So the seasons don't got nothing to do with it. It might contribute, but my mood is very up and down sometimes. So it has been kind of on the low spectrum lately. However, you know, I've been trying to continue hanging out with people. I've been trying to continue just doing the things that I love. I've been really enjoying YouTube. I stopped my podcast because I'm trying to figure out some things on the back end so I can really get it to the point that I want. You know, I'm just trying to continue on my creative journey. I'm trying to continue hanging out with friends. I haven't been going outside that much lately, so I feel like that contributes. I haven't been working out as much lately, so I feel like that contributes. But I really want to get back into it because I really feel like that will help my mood. That my concealer is nice and blended. You don't want it to be too distinct on your face. You want to make sure that it's nice and blended, that everything looks seamless. You don't want it to look like foundation and concealer. Foundation and concealer. You want it to look smooth, like everything is one beautiful canvas. Because this is a masterpiece, baby. This is a masterpiece. Bow. So after I finish blending my foundation in, I like to set my under eyes. I like to go in strictly to my under eyes because I do not want it to start creasing. Use the Fenty Beauty. It's a little bit dirty, I'm sorry. The loose setting powder. This is what it looks like. This is in the color Honey. So I like to take my brush, flip my hair back, and I like to strictly go into my under eyes. So I take some product, dust off the excess, and I go strictly under my under eyes. And I do not bake. I just like to set my under eyes really quick. And then I like to dust that product right back off. Like that. So after setting my under eyes, I like to go ahead and just finish off my canvas. And I'm going to be following up with the Makeup by Mario contour stick. You guys, this get a little tricky. So this is what it looks like. This is in the color dark. So this is how I do this. I like to suck my face in and I do a light line. I'm so light-handed when I do this. You do not want to be heavy-handed. And I bring that all the way down like that. And I also get my neck. Okay. And then I like to do the same thing on this side. And I like to do that as well. So contouring is good to snatch that face in. And it also brings some color back to your face. Foundation can really make you look like a blank canvas. And although that is good, you know, your face naturally is not just one tone. It's not just blank. And your foundation really just evens out your skin tone. It really makes it blank. And you don't want that. You want to look as natural as possible. You want to also snatch the face. So that's exactly what I'm about to do. I'm going to take my handy dandy contour brush. It looks like this. And I'm just gonna work this thing in. Because you want to work it in. Not too much, but you want to make sure that you cannot just see this very distinct line. So yes, my friends, please take care of your mental health. If you need to, look into therapy. I personally have been looking into therapy, not to tell my business or anything, but I just think it would be best for my mental health. You know, sometimes it's good for people to hear your point of view, and people other than the people that you know, because your family, sometimes they're biased. Your friends, sometimes they're biased. Sometimes they're telling you what they think they know. Sometimes they're telling you what they think is best for you, and that is not always the case. You know, you pay a professional. They're gonna tell you what they think is best for you. Either you want to hear it or not. You know, people you know, sometimes they don't want to tell you the truth because they don't want to hurt your feelings because they know you. And that's not always the best choice as well. And you know, sometimes you just want to talk to someone that doesn't know you. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I just want to talk to someone that doesn't know me. Like, I feel like my friends know me, my family knows me, and sometimes I either don't want them in my business, or, you know, I just want to talk. I just want to tell my business. Just tell my business. And when you know people, you don't want to just be out there telling your business, because, you know, like, they know you. They might go tell someone you know. Like, the job of a professional therapist is to listen to you, help you find a solution, help you move through that solution, and hopefully you learn something. And you know, it's their job. Like, they are legally not supposed to be telling your info. So if they do and you find out, you can sue their ass. I'm just saying. So I like to set my contour with my e.l.f. HD powder. I like to literally take it, put some into the cap. Woo. Woo, like so. Like so, like that. And I literally like to set my contour. Like, literally exactly where I put it. Yeah. And I like to do the same thing for the other side. And that's it. And I like to let that sit for a few minutes. And while I blush today, I'm going to be using my Fenty cream blush in the color Rose Latte. Brownish red color. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's really beautiful. So I'd like to just go in and work it into my skin. And I also like to apply my blush like that. So I like to focus on the apple of my cheeks, and I like to move up like that. And I like to work it into my nose as well, like that. Take a little bit more. Ta-da! Brush here. And dust it off. So my face is a little bit ashy because we use so many powders on my face, but don't you worry, because I'm going to be using my all-nighter, oh, it's backwards, my all-nighter setting spray. I'm going to drench my face in this all-nighter setting spray. So it's gonna help me set my face, make sure everything is locked in all night, hence the name. And for 2, I'm gonna make sure that I get rid of this powdery cast that's on my face. We want to bring the life back to the face. We want to make sure it doesn't look too powdery. So I'm gonna go ahead and drench my face with this. All right, you guys, my face is dry. This is what we're working with right now. So now that I've pretty much finished my canvas, I will go in and set my entire face. So I'll just go straight into the powder and just set my entire face. So I also like to add a little bit of color to my eyelids as well. You know, I don't like a one-dimension looking face. Like, I need a little bit of blush. I might add some more. And I also like to add a little bit of color to my eye. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. blush. This is in the color Always Spicy, and with a nice beautiful eye brush. And I literally just take the color and go straight into my eyelid. I don't do too much. I ain't trying to do too much. I just sweep some color over my eyes just to, you know, look alive. Add some color to my face. And it looks like that. Woo! That's a lot! Ooh, child. How about that? And that's our eyes. It looks like a lot of color, but y'all get it. You guys, look at my mirror. I'm Miss Piggy. What you thought this was, girl? I'm here to help my girl do her makeup. Yeah, and she gonna look real good. What was said? So I like to personally use 2 mascaras. I'm either gonna be using the Essence Lash Princess, or I'm gonna be using the Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara by L'Oreal. I like to be using this one for volume and this one for length. So when you use both, you make some magic. Oh, Miss Piggy's gonna help me out with this part. I like to take my mirror because I like to make sure I'm looking up close and personal. And I like to just go in and create some volume. Volume makes it look nice and full. If you're missing some lashes, or if your lashes are really fine and thin, volume will definitely help with that. So I like to create that volume first. Make sure I start from the root to the tip, and I like to wiggle my lash brush all the way up like that. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Okay. And then I like to go in with my telescopic to create that length I like. And I like to also wiggle my brush as well. I also like telescopic because it really separates your lashes. You don't really often get clumping with this mascara, at least not on my lashes. This is one of my favorites. It's a holy grail. So y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Can you see it, Mr. Krabs? To finish up the makeup look, I'm gonna go in with some highlighter, and I'm gonna go in with a eyeliner to do my beauty marks. And I'm just gonna show you guys to use this cream contour palette. This is the light to medium, and I like to use this for my highlighter. And last but not least is the lips. Go in with my Sephora lip liner in Molasses, or I like to go in with my MAC lip liner in the color Chestnut. Today I'm going to be using my Sephora. I kind of like my Sephora better. It's really smooth. It really just be gliding on the lips. So here we go. Gloss, I'm going to be using the Juicy Balm. This is by Essence. This is in the color Crazy Cherry. You guys, I love this lip gloss. It's only $1 at Ulta. I always grab one whenever I go. It just adds a really pretty sheen to the lips. Alright, you guys, this is the finished product of my everyday makeup routine. You guys, I literally do this no matter where I'm going. Nothing much really changes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you learned a new technique or some new products that you can incorporate to your makeup routine as well. Please remember to prioritize your mental health. You are important. We are all important. And if you happen to be having seasonal depression or even depression year-round, please make sure that you take the necessary steps. Call the hotline that is on the screen. Reach out to a therapist. Talk to trusted family and friends. Or just continue to do the things that you love. I love you guys, and please make sure that you stay afloat during these times. It's been a great time talking to you guys here at the panel. If you'd like to see more videos, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon.